Yeah, I mean, one of my favorite things is honestly walking around the street at night and then just like the little plastic chairs coming out and sitting down.
Really?
Yeah, just sitting out in the street. And like I have some Vietnamese friends who will just like order, so I don't even necessarily know what it is. We'll just sit down and little tiny chairs will just come out on the street, and then you sit down and you eat the most delicious noodles you've ever had in your life. And
Like
it comes out of nowhere. You know
Saigon
what I mean?
or in Hanoi?
Everywhere. Hanoi, Saigon, I ate snake heart when I was in Ho Chi Minh last. I just let my local friends and I always say, like, I want to go to, like, touristy restaurants, like, take me to where you eat.
Yeah, the best thing that you can experience the locals when you go into the local places.
Right.
So you are the Vietnam tourist ambassador now. Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
How you think about that?
I'm honored. It's crazy to me that that's even a thing. I would have never expected that, and when I landed in this country, it just became a mission for me. I just looked at the landscapes and I was like blown away. Right? I would look at them and say, oh my God, why? How come no one shot here before? How come I didn't know about this? Like it was so wild to me because you sit down and it's so like breathtaking. And so it just became this mission for me to say, we have to shoot here, we have to figure this out, we have to bring our cast here. And it was a very difficult thing. It was a long process with the studio working with the Vietnamese government, who were amazing and supportive, but it took a long time. And so, I just wanted the rest of the world to be able to look at this movie and say, where did they shoot that? And to see what I saw in Vietnam, and then also for the people here, to be able to see their country on screen and see how beautiful it looks, and hopefully have like a sense of pride with how their film looks or how their country looks in the movie. So for them to offer me that is crazy and a dream. I would not have imagined.
So how long does it take for all the process to make a film in Vietnam?
Well, I mean, this has been 2.5 years of my life.
Oh.
As a whole. So that's a long
lot
time.
of work to do.
Yeah, that's a lot of work. It's a big chunk of time. I could do regular things like have children in that time, and instead I'm making monsters.
It's okay, people love monsters.
People do like monsters. So, we spent like a month filming it.
Oh.
And then I had scouted here like 3 or 4 times, just going around trying to find those locations, and then
just back and forth,
just trying to find the locations. And then since then I've just come back a couple of times to visit and hang out.
Yeah, so there's one more thing in Kong that actually the audience in Vietnam was really fascinating about it, was their local acts, those people that you put as locals. And there was some photo, they was acting, they're trying to, like you say, be scared, and they're like, oh,
I saw it,
So what the difficulties and the memory things that you're working with them?
Honestly, there was no difficulty because we would shoot scenes like that, right? We'd be on set. And first of all, being able to come here and have 50 Vietnamese people, makeup that takes hours and hours to put on. And in the film, they all look so beautiful. I was so. It would have been very easy to shoot those scenes in another part of the world.
I saw it. I want to have it on
but I wanted to shoot it here because no one has the faces and the texture and the life that those people have. It was such a beautiful and specific look, and I loved the way that there was one day that we were running late, and so all those people were supposed to be done that day. And we had to go to them and say, hey guys, we're really sorry, but you have to come back tomorrow. And if it was in America or somewhere, all of them would go, I don't want to come back again.
The makeup's already on.
The makeup's already on. Everyone just started applauding. Like, yes, we get to come back again. And so there was no problems because everyone was so... I can't express enough how different it felt shooting a movie here. Because if you shoot a movie anywhere else in the world, it's about a sense of pride.
Yes.
And a sense of sort of a lot of people saying, thank you for coming here and thank you for shooting this here. And we appreciate you bringing money here and you helping the world know what this country looks like. So it was never difficult. Even with the language barriers, the energy of the people was so incredible. Literally, our cast, Tom Hiddleston and Brie Larson, they would feel energized by it,
So did you instruct them the scary scene? Did you do that?
I don't think they have any scary scenes in the movie, but there are 2 villagers in the movie that have 2 relatively sort of prominent parts as far as the tribe goes. And yeah, it would to sort of get them in sync and to work with them and to get the right emotion out of them. That took time, but they wanted
It took a lot of hours to finish the makeup.
Yeah, that makeup took hours and hours and hours to put on for one person. You know?
And you should make a new movie for them. You know? Like another scary or surprising.
I would love to.
Yes. So you would mention about this is their first movie that combines war and monster together, right? It just how'd you come up with that idea?
Well, when they first came to me and said we want to make a new King Kong movie, my response was what I think a lot of people's response probably was, which was, why do we need that? Like, I was like, I love King Kong. I'm excited that you guys are going to make a new movie, but I just feel as filmmakers I have a responsibility to show audiences something. Like, how many times do you go to the movies, or how many times do you watch a trailer? Before that trailer's even done, you say to yourself, I've seen that before.
Yeah,
it's a lot, right?
Many times.
Right, because people aren't being shown new things anymore. And so I started thinking about it, and honestly, I wasn't sure if I was going to do it. And then this idea of, you know, taking the aesthetics of sort of the war here and the movies that war inspired, like Apocalypse Now and Platoon and things like that, and fusing that with a King Kong film and a monster movie.
Yeah.
There was something in me that said, I've never seen this before. And that became so exciting because I felt like that gave me an opportunity to show audiences something they hadn't seen before. You know, and I like the thing that made me want to be a filmmaker was going to the theater as a kid and seeing worlds and things that I'd never seen.
Before making this movie, what's your impression about Vietnam?
You know, like I always sort of knew it was a beautiful country, but I had no idea how gorgeous it is. And so, you know, my perception was, until I stepped foot on the ground and like literally stood in those spaces, it just washes over you. You know, and you're so, you just feel insignificant because of how grand and spectacular the beauty is.
Okay, so I only have one more question for you. So, what are your next activities or your next plans as a Vietnam tourism ambassador?
I plan on moving here for a little bit. I want to move here, and I want to try and base out of Ho Chi Minh or maybe Hanoi, but then just go and explore the rest of the country. And I want to find artists and producers and writers and musicians and try and collaborate. And I would just love to bring other projects here.
That's great.
I'd love to bring like a Vietnamese cast and an American cast together. I'd love to just find things to do in this country. I'm so inspired by the people here and the artists here. And
thank you so much for all the great work that you did for Vietnam. And
thank you for having me. It's my honor to be able to come here and shoot.
Thank you so much. And could you say hi to all the audience of Vietnam Net?
Hi, Vietnam Net. My name is Jordan Vogt Roberts. I directed Kong Skull Island. I hope you guys see it this weekend. I'm really proud of it. I'm proud of how your country looks. I'm proud that I think the rest of the world is going to see your country in such a beautiful, incredible way. And I just think the movie is way crazier and more fun than anyone probably expects. So go check it out. Hi, everyone. Thank you for letting us come here and shoot.